Hi. This is weird. Hi, I'm Elite Spud. I'm going to be playing Luigi's Mansion for you. Y'all actually met the category incentive upgrade. It's 100%, not no out of bounds, any percent no out of bounds. Thank you all very much for donating all that. That's incredible. This is the PAL edition of the game, the PAL version released in Europe. It's unlike anything you've probably ever seen before, unless you're from those countries. And even then, not a lot of people know about this. It's absolutely off the wall, and I have two wonderful people here to help me explain all the nonsense we're going to be seeing.
I'm Kai. I currently have the world record for this specific category, and honored to be here, like really. I never would have thought this could happen. It's amazing.
Likewise.
I'm Brandino. I'm a 3DS given human shape. I run this game on the Nintendo 3DS, which, yes, it did release on the 3DS in 2019 as one of the last games on the console, and I actually run that version, but I also run this version, and I'm also very excited to be here today. It's gonna be a good one.
The 3DS version, very similar actually in like the way it works to PAL, because it's kind of like the spiritual successor to that. PAL has 5 months of release time between American and Europe, and they had, this was a launch title for the GameCube, so they had 5 extra months to work on this game and really give it extra polish. They added in a new Hidden Mansion mode, which is like the New Game Plus mode, and it completely changes like everything about the game. Most notably, I'll save that for later, actually. We have a bid war that we really need the answer to.
And you really need German to be your language.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was scared English was gonna win.
It was close.
I have never seen German, because the only time I've ever played in German was when I did it blindfolded, so this is gonna be novel. It is the slowest language, so we're gonna have to make up that time. I'm ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So right off the bat, we picked EGAD's second dialogue option. It's very important in any Luigi Invasion speedrun, but most for this one because it is PAL, and we need that Hidden Mansion mode to make everything PAL-ified. If you've played this game before, you probably already noticed that something is horribly wrong, and that is because everything is flipped left to right. It is mirrored. It's also completely dark. They've basically removed all the ambient light from this game. Miyamoto decided that people from Europe should not be able to see the game they're playing, so do not adjust your monitors. That's the way it's supposed to look. It looks just the same way for me. Thankfully, we have the brightness all the way up, and I can see everything perfectly. So standard Luigi's Mansion stuff, it is 100%, so we're going to be getting a lot of money. This orange guy always spawns. Get that bar out of there. Gonna be checking some things are RNG, like that is not. That is. This guy normally doesn't spawn here, though. That's a pink ghost. Usually it's all orange ghosts in the first room. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of weird. And that's a blue twirler. Those normally spawn in the last area of the game, and they're in the first area of the game. Those mushrooms are also a little more common. You'll be seeing a lot of those, and we don't like those because they make small Luigi. We want big Luigi, don't we? So that was like the only easy room in the game. It's immediately going to get hard. That's another blue twirler, of course. They love these guys. And then normally we get introduced to doubles in this room. We're going to be cozying up with a triple. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, even with the mouse.
Actually helped me there. The iframes were nice. Out of that room in a flash. Check for money here. Get another blue twirler in here, because why not? Why wouldn't he fit? Normally in 100% we get a Speedy Spirit out of here. Please don't hit me, mushroom. This Speedy Spirit is going to drop a silver diamond, which is interesting because that's only in PAL that it does that. It's very important to our money requirement for 100%, which is 150 million out of 186 million. This is about 80% of the total.
We need all of the money we can possibly get out of this mansion for this run. The requirement is staggering.
On NTSC, it's only 100 million. So
it's about 70% of the grand total on NTSC. So we have more money to get and more percentage of the money to get in order to get a rank. 100% has a couple requirements, one of which is collecting all these things we're going to be seeing next. Who wants to talk about portrait ghosts?
Yeah, so all of the ghosts you've been seeing that we've been fighting so far have relatively low health, 30s, 20s, 10s. There are more powerful ghosts in the mansion called portrait ghosts, which have 100 health or maybe more depending on some situations. But these portrait ghosts are essentially our bosses for like a different number of areas. And we also have a huge boss for the area. Our very first portrait ghost here is this guy, Neville, in the study. But before we talk to Neville, we need to spawn a bunch of money in this room, and we're gonna do that through 2 methods. First is this guy, the Speedy Spirit. You saw us collect one of these before. They give out a ton of money, including diamonds in this version, and gold mice, which also give out these diamonds and gold bars and all this money. It's all necessary to move forward for 100% in POW. The requirement is just so large. And we're already grabbing Neville.
Now, as you'll notice, Neville is actually dropping pearls. Those count as money. It's really important for us to get that as well, especially because one of the changes they made on PAL, you can't duplicate the pearls like you can on NTSC. We can't try to grab extra cash fast. So we're gonna have to grab so much more money.
And the thing about pearls is that they drop based on the amount of health you're able to get off the boss in like 1 suck of the vacuum. So like you do not get the largest, most expensive pearl without doing over 90 damage to the ghost, which is essentially 90% of its health. And that goes for all of these ghosts. So it's really important that they do not break off. And Lydia is already trying to be rude, but we got it.
I just want to see how high of a number I can get here because we have such good RNG. It's like actually incredible how much money I have.
Okay, so we're already heading into the boss of the first area, and that's this guy, Chauncey. Chauncey is a pretty difficult boss because 1, the changes in PAL 100% are pretty finicky, and 2, we're gonna be going for a pretty difficult trick here within the Chauncey boss fight. So you wanna talk a little bit about that?
Yes, Chauncey, this is a cool little strat over here where we hit the rocking horse without triggering Chauncey's dialogue. So if we pull the ball over here, please, come on. Okay, there we go. Saves a couple seconds. We're going to be doing something really cool, hopefully, fingers crossed, called the Chauncey 1 cycle, found about 3 years ago. It involves a kind of frame perfect input. You have 2 frames to do a 1 frame input, basically. It's based off a sound cue, so I'm gonna get quiet here soon. But basically the mechanics are, you need to do a frame perfect R pump, so you're holding both of the triggers, you need to let go of one and repress it, and you have to do that motion in 1 frame. And if that motion seems familiar to you, it's because this too is a regrab.
This is really hard, so 100% let's clap if this works because this is a run killer instantly for most of the runs.
Oh yeah, the horses are big, by the way.
Big horses. What?
No, there's no way.
The emotional whiplash. Oh my God. Also, look at him go.
Look at him go. Best outcome, best possible outcome,
That's
actually, because we got to see Fast Chauncey. Would you believe it? That's the 2nd time I've done that on GDQ. I missed it the exact same way the first time.
So what happened is Spud got the press perfectly. It was at the perfect time, but Chauncey just pulled a little too hard and broke off after we got the hard part. So it's just unlucky.
Get in there.
And we get that measly 3 health, and that's area 1. I think you're gonna need this.
Where's the key? There's the key.
Haha.
So we are in now a unskippable cutscene. Satan, would you please take it away?
Oh, I absolutely please. I've got $30 from Celestial Saf, who says, I'm so thrilled to finally see Pal on GDQ main stage. Luigi's Mansion is my favorite food game, and I love the madness of the Pal categories. And Spud, you've always been my favorite to watch, manifesting the cleanest Astral Hall of all time, and for every boo to Thank you so much for your donation. You got this, as long as you avoid the poison mushrooms. Scary. And, you know, it's not so scary. If you donate $25, you can get entered in to win a wonderful prize of Luigi's Mansion art canvas. It's a beautiful art canvas from the lead art of Blue. So if you love Luigi's Mansion as much as we do, you're probably going to want to get that $25 minimum donation in. It automatically enters you in to win. And speaking of, $25 from Chuckles says, do a barrel roll. Go, Spud, go.
Thank you. There's so much extra text in German. It's wild. I'm getting like 2 extra text boxes every single time. It's so wordy. Production, I need less game volume, more host in my ears. That would be great. We are now entering area 2. We're going to try to force spawn not force spawn. Oh my god,
okay.
ANG is here.
So we wanted to, that mouse is completely RNG. He just spawns based on like kind of where Luigi is in the hallway, and we extended our time there just to make sure we got him. And first try, he was never that nice in any of the practices.
We got a really cool triple coming up in here. I think Kai or Joven came up with this. It's really cool.
Joven actually found this about a month ago. So we used to have to get grabbed there. This is just way easier, and not only that, but you preserve your health, which is extremely important.
Yeah, we were down to like 60 HP by the end of Area 1. Area 1's easy compared to the rest of the game. We're going to be doing something really cool. It's actually definitely easy. We're not going to miss it for sure.
Yeah, so we are headed to the ballroom where we've got a strat waiting for us called the 6-piece. It's exactly what it sounds like. There are 6 ghosts. We want to suck them all up in one go, and it requires some very specific movement manipulation on Luigi's part and a damage boost.
Let's try that again.
Luigi got a little scared there.
Here we go.
Yeah, so we just, that's called
One more. They're not behaving.
That definitely happens. So kind of what Spud is trying to do there is by going into first person at just the right time, you avoid getting scared by the ghosts, which freaks Luigi out and messes up your movement.
I don't think it's close.
All right, now we're gonna take an intentional hit here because the enemies in this room are brutal if you have to deal with them.
Yeah, there we go.
Easy 6-piece.
Now, the reason getting those iframes is so important because if one of those flying fish touches you, you drop all 6 of them, and it's just a disaster.
Those aren't in NTSC. It's a PAL-specific edition, and it stinks.
And looks like we're not gonna be released early from this dance. So the floating Rolindas here like to dance and circle you, and either their hitbox shows up basically as soon as it possibly can, or you lose 10 seconds. If it shows up quickly, we call that early release. Now here comes one of the hardest rooms in the game.
It's one of the few rooms where we're not going to be able to get, oh my goodness, the pearls are everywhere. We're not going to be able to get all the ghosts in one wave. We're going to have intentionally despawning strats, but that's not even why it's really that hard. In PAL 100%, we need to get the speedy in the chair, but because we get this speedy, the garbage can ghost spawns early here. So we have to do a really tricky flash like that. Don't slip on the banana. Part 1 done. 2 more remain. Hopefully we get pulled in the right direction. I really would like to show this off. So these guys have very strong pull. I'm gonna try to get them to pull me top left. Good deal. Okay, let's get this right. Looks good.
Nice.
Heard that sound. Get this double. Please don't slip. Okay, this is excellent. Double. Yes. No.
Oh no.
Depth perception is impossible in this game. It is the enemy of all. There we go. We got 90%.
If only you had some kind of slider that turned the 3D up. They should invent something like that.
Yeah, you would revolutionize this game.
That's certainly a word you could use.
So the button over there on the wall is visible because I pulled the poster off the wall early with poster skip, which is that sound you heard mid-wave. Now we're going to be releasing the booze. These guys are a big part of the run that we're immediately going to go deal with. It's also the very first appearance of King Boo in this run, and actually any Nintendo game, period. He's never on screen before this moment right here. He's really mad because Mario from Mario Sunshine, won the roulette game against him, and he's pitching a fit in this game. He's taking out on Luigi. It's really sad. You guys going to pull us back into the lab and talk about how boos work, but we can do better, can't we?
That's right. So in this game, we've got to get a certain amount of boos to clear the game, which on PAL is also 45. That's another change they made. On NTSC, it's only 40. But the way the boos work is they only hide in lit rooms. So we have to search the furniture in a lit room to find them. And of course, this is PAL. So they decided to change how the boos work. Some of them behave completely differently. They have different HP values. We're gonna find that out with the first boo here. Normally he has 30 HP on NTSC. Really easy, first boo. Shouldn't be too hard, right? But we're gonna use a stalling strat to hold this boo in place. We're basically doing the same input as a regrab because for the first 10 HP we drain, it'll stall him in place. So we're gonna loop that animation, but
Average
let's
parlor.
see, you know, 30 HP, right? Oh. Well, that's not good. Not only
Big
that,
boot,
but
big health.
not only that, but you can see how fast he's gonna be moving in a second here.
Okay, it's fine.
Most of the boos move like that, so.
They're so fast. And 150 HP is like the limit of what we can do in one cycle. So that boo being the very first one is kind of like, like they know. This game feels like, this version feels like, kind of like Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, where it's just like they expect you to play the game once, and they prey on your expectations in almost every single room because you expect it to work this way, and they just subvert that constantly. It's really like knowingly mean.
And so one thing is that there's only a certain number of objects in every room that the boos can possibly be in. So you have a set number of checks that you need to be able to understand. But the thing is that reading the radar when you first enter the room is actually not possible because the radar does not actually start pinging for the boo until you've already been in the room for a few seconds. So we're gonna tap on everything as soon as possible to try to draw this guy out because we know the objects he can stay in. There is a chance that they fake you out, and they love to do that. They also love to jump from the object that you're knocking to another object within like half a second.
This is probably the biggest skill ceiling in the game, is learning how to read for boos, because, I mean, we're talking about learning 6 different radar patterns and being able to acknowledge them in an instant and know which piece of furniture he's in. That takes a lot of time to get down, to memorize. We're just gonna be collecting 2 more boos here and then making our way to the next area, so if we have a donation we want to read off, we could do that.
Absolutely. I'm hoping that the Pal Ghost didn't steal me away this time. Hopefully I'm here. And hopefully y'all will love this $100 donation from Princess Daisy, who says, "I love my green wife." Me too.
So we got these 2 boos. We had access to that Area 1 hallway where like Chauncey and Lydia and Neville were. We need to go back there later for a different reason. So we need 5 to progress. And this one is going to give us our 5th boo, and we're actually right next to where we need to be going. So this is optimal from a number of steps you put in perspective. And obviously we always want to be minimizing the amount of steps Luigi takes in order to go fast. Multitasking, but also routing.
And you'll see here, whenever we're in dark hallways, Spud is moving in a very specific way. Luigi is pointing kind of up at the ceiling, and at all times is trying to keep his back to a wall. Ghosts like to spawn behind Luigi to scare him, and a lot like to spawn on the ceiling. So by keeping the flashlight up there and by keeping our backs to the wall, we're minimizing our chances that they'll come and surprise us as much as we humanly can.
I'm gonna skip this room for now. We're gonna go into a really cool room. This is the mirror room. This is where we get our first elemental medallion, and we're gonna do some tricksy stuff with it. Because Egad really likes to talk on German, and I don't want to see what he has to say about the fire medallion.
Yeah, so after the room lights up, there's gonna be a boo in here. There's also gonna be the fire medallion that we, of course, don't want to sit through the text for. So we're gonna perform the first save warp of the run. And we're gonna do that by finding the boo first. And then while the boo is gonna be flying around before he leaves, if we can find him, we're gonna open the chest, get that fire medallion out, and then we're gonna vacuum up the boo. And we're gonna land on the fire medallion right as we suck up the boo.
Nice.
And we got it. So now we can save when EGAD prompts us to save. And now we're just gonna soft reset the console. And we're gonna be able to use fire. Sorry, EGAD, but we don't really want to listen.
Never have to go back in that room again.
We already know. We did not need EGAD to tell us.
Now, another benefit of this soft reset is it's actually going to reset the butler's position to be in a more ideal place. So we're on a very small timer here to get this next key as fast as possible, because it will put the butler at the perfect position to be as close to his destination as possible.
Yeah, this is what I like to call the most hectic part of the game because there's a lot of inputs. This is probably the most input-dense part of the game. It's like a couple straight minutes of this. So you'll see the candlestick right about now, and then I can fire it. Hopefully, yeah, go wreck around the corner. And now we're on a separate timer. We got that timer out of the way, but now the butler's walking down the hall right after us. So we're going to be basically going ahead of him and trying to clear out stuff. Please don't blow me up. Okay. The explosions are twice as big on PAL, so if I look scared of those dudes in the hallway, that's why.
Now here we are in the laundry room,
Yeah.
so we need to clear this before the butler settles in his room and starts making some noises. And it's pretty difficult in NTSC, and it's very hard in PAL because the ghosts are just much difficult to deal with.
Cutscene's good.
Nice, very nice.
Nice. So if you pick up a Mario item or a gem at the same time the chess cutscene plays, the cutscenes will actually overlap and only one will play.
I'm gonna flash him to be a little safer.
So about the portrait ghosts, we need the pearls, but these guys are flying around and they can hit us before we get the large pearls. So that it's pretty bad if you drop.
Yeah, this room is full of stuff that wants you to not do it the way you need to.
This is one moment in the run where you're scared and nervous as to, please don't hit me, please.
The whole butler sequence is one of the hardest parts of the game, no matter which run you're doing. And normally this guy has like 40 health.
Okay, so we cannot skip our boot text on PAL version. Normally we would go into this like suction while EGAD is like trying to call us, and he wouldn't call us, which saves us time. But in PAL they patched that. They also patched it in English too. Oh god, I didn't bullseye. So we can't do it on the way out here either. This is the hidden room. This is one of the only rooms that gets easier on PAL because Shy Guys are easier to deal with than elemental ghosts. And there's also a ton of money in here, so this is very valuable for 100%, but we actually get this boo in No Out of Bounds as well, which does not care at all about money. And that's because clearing this room is actually faster than all the alternatives, and you're like, whoa, look at all this time you're spending in here. How's that faster? Just wait. It gets worse. Probably have a room for a donation or two while we're cleaning up these last two boos.
Absolutely, I do. I always do. We've got $50 from Zachary20XX, who says, Luigi. That's it. That's all we got. And we have a lovely donation from Climbing Coder from $25 who says, hello from the audience. Luigi's Mansion has always been a favorite game of mine, and I'm so excited to be able to watch this wild version of it be destroyed alive in front of me. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the run and hope the rest of the boos behave for you, Spud.
Thank you, thank you. I'm low on fire. I want more fire, I think, because I'm gonna need fire for the next 2 rooms. 3 rooms, actually.
Yeah, you need a lot of it for the kitchen.
So we're gonna have one room where it's kind of similar to NTSC for the most part. So we're calmed down for a second, but we're gonna enter another hectic period right after we're out of this room. It's hectic in the hallways too, as you can see. So they put them everywhere, those bombs.
Yeah, they're only in the horizontal hallways too, so you can't see them coming. Like the explosion radius is actually like half the screen. So by the time they're on screen, you're already in danger. And like if they put them in the vertical hallways, you could at least see them coming, but they're always in the horizontal ones. It's really, really, really rude, like most of this game.
So Melody here has a small gimmick. She likes to play a song for Luigi, and she'll either play Mario Brothers Underwater or she'll play Super Mario Bros. 3 Athletic. And Mario Brothers Underwater is like a second faster entirely because it is the first option in the menu. Mario Brothers 3 you have to scroll down to. But that's really all you need to know about her. She's gonna send her music sheets at us, but it's no power for Luigi.
That text box was so long. That was like almost triple the amount of text boxes you normally get.
I got the instant knock, and it's not in there. Ow!
So
I
that's
had to tap
unfortunate.
that twice because you don't get the money if the boo's in there. So I had to like, oh, there's a big pearl back there. I need that. It's gonna be on the harp, isn't it? Of course it is.
This is one of those rooms where the boo RNG can make you lose some time.
Yeah, the RNG swings because of the boo just being in the wrong object can be like upwards of like 10, 20 seconds, depending on how bad the situation of trying to find the boo has gotten.
All right, so we're gonna enter another pretty hectic section here. So we're coming up on lugs. We need to get them because it's a 100% requirement. We need the boo as well. But we also need the money in this room. So first we're gonna grab fire, of course.
Who likes to count? Does anybody like to count? We're
Yeah.
about to do a
I'm a
lot of
counting fan.
counting. Shout outs to math.
So Lugs is gonna take like a full minute before we can even attack him. So we're gonna go do something else. We need the RNG mouse from the kitchen. Now it can take so many tries to get this mouse to spawn. So let's go ahead and do a group count.
1.
Yeah.
Oh, first try.
What?
Let's go.
Okay, never mind, guys.
Never
Counting is
mind.
canceled. No more counting.
There's only one number.
So
It's over.
these mice only have a 20% chance to spawn, and so far we have gotten both first try. So it's really good.
We're fine. We're not fine. Aw.
Oh, okay. Well, we unfortunately lost. If you lose a speedy spirit, they do not come back.
Yep.
Yeah, so we are down 2 million now.
We can make that up. We have a really good money pace. This
Yeah, we
part
do.
is really hard.
Also, you
Do
guys
not
at
pay
home can
attention to
help
health.
donate to help Luigi's money pace.
Do not pay attention to my health. We're fine. See, totally fine.
This room is really hectic because the mice can trip you. You can get hit by pots and pans. You have to set up a quad. You have to gather money.
And the real mean thing about learning PAL is there's no random hearts really. Like you cannot heal unless you get the multis on like all the ghosts. So you just die over and over when you're learning it for the first time. You really have to practice the rooms so that you just can make it through the run.
Yeah, because the big hearts, they removed them. There's only one in Courtyard, which we can't get to until Area 3. So for the first 2 areas, you gotta just get multis.
So Mr. Lugs has been doing his thing in this room the entire time, and now he should run out of fireballs, and look, we can suck him up.
I left that diamond on purpose because I can do this.
Oh, yeah. Nice overlap there.
Oh, I don't want that guy yet.
Oh, thank God. We do not want that boo yet. Because of the amount of rooms that are still kind of dark around us, losing a boo here is really frustrating. They tend to, like, if they go out into the hallway, they could go any which way. And the thing is that we don't have a boo amiibo to scan. This isn't LM3DS, so we cannot find those boos very easily once they are gone. That's a fun feature of the 3DS version. You can scan amiibo to change a couple things about the game, make it easier.
And that boo in Dining is almost a copy and paste of that first boo we saw, so it's pretty easy to lose him. We'll make a revisit though, it's fine.
We're doing a pretty exact setup on this dog, Spooky, here, because by having him bite us on the 3rd charge, he will start walking back to his doghouse right when the bone ghosts spawn, and then when you suck up the bone ghost, he'll be vulnerable, like, immediately. It's so fast, it takes longer to explain than what is happening.
Rubies are the most valuable of the colored gems. They're worth 1 million, so the same as a large pearl. We try to get as many rubies as possible. I can't remember how many there are. Like 6 or 7. We get 5 of them.
Nice RNG there.
Triple, 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 triple,
Triple?
Triple! Woo! All right, back to the counting. No, I'm just kidding.
That triple is partially RNG because they go different directions every time you do a run, so.
Hands off. No, don't touch the controller. Nobody touch the controller.
Stretch break.
If you touch the controller during this cutscene, it changes where Bogmire spawns. He already spawns in a pretty good spot, so we don't want him to move, so just don't touch the controller.
Okay, Bogmire is one cyclable, kind of like Chauncey, but he's way easier. He has a gimmick where he has like a timer, kind of like Chauncey does, where he tries to break off after a certain amount of time, but you have so much time to do it, it really isn't a problem. Big problem is that he pulls extremely hard, so we want to see him go straight into the wall over here. He is not cooperating. Please don't go that way. Hey,
Nice.
There we go. Okay. Real safe.
In the 3DS version, one cycling Bogmire requires re-grabbing him like 3 or 4 times.
All right, we are done with Area 2. We have another unskippable cutscene, and it's a German, so you have even extra time, Satan.
Oh, wonderful. Well, first of all, I've got a $10 donation, which, by the way, is enough to enter you in to win a Faith plushie during this unofficial Fatales block, so please definitely do that. From Elise Rujasu, who says, if I had a nickel for every strange, backwards-ified version of a classic Nintendo game from the Mario universe I've seen on DDQ stage today, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Best of luck, Spud. Thank you so much for your generosity towards PCF. And also, yeah, we are backwards-ified. If you want to send some more backwards donations my way, We've been loving those tonight. And we've also got $50 from Something Wicked, who says, "That's my wife!" So proud of you, Spud. Would you say that Luigi is your pal? Big Luigi loves trans rights. Woo! Fantabulous. We also have $25 from Osborne, again, enough to enter in that Luigi's Mansion prize as well, who says, "Hey, Spud, I'm so happy to finally see you live and in person at a GDQ event. Your runs and streams have always been a highlight of my day, and I'm so happy and proud of how far you've come and how much of a positive influence you've become in the speedrunning community. I'm honored to call you my friend, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you for being you. Your friend, Oz."
Thanks, Oz. I also can't wait to see what I do next. I have no idea. This is the culmination. I was gonna say something, but it's gone. Wait, we're just gonna move on. Oh, it was because yeah, we had good money count. We were having really good money count, even with the drop diamond. We might be fine. But like Oth said at the start of the Super Mario World backwards mod, it was not mirrored. It's backwards. There's a difference. This is mirrored. Still forwards though.
We can't actually see our money count, like our actual exact money, during the run. We have to be in one of those transitioning cutscenes, so we can only have like a rough idea of what our money pace is.
Also, spoiler alert, they've got Mario.
What?
Speaking of, $5 from It's a Mia Mario. Hey, Luigi, what's the holdup? I think he's impatient. We gotta get to him fast.
Fun fact, we don't actually need Mario for 100%. We just need King Boo, so like we don't even need to talk to him. Really important that I use the water on this guy, because mushrooms can spawn from enemies in PAL, and if you can imagine a mushroom in this tiny little room, you could probably imagine what happens.
Didn't scan that amiibo to turn the mushrooms into healing properties, I see.
Y'all just get all the quality of life, don't you?
We get everything except the 2 times more powerful vacuum, which is honestly the most quality of life. It's Mario's brief. So, you might have noticed that we picked up Mario's hat. We just picked up a letter. We're gonna be grabbing all of Mario's items this area. It's very important to progress here.
You might think that 80 HP is a pretty good number. Like, I'm cruising, right? Like, there's no danger of me dying wrong. Biff can 2-hit you. I'm gonna take this really
40 damage a punch, 80 if you're small. So, big Luigi, important.
One of my first attempts at PAL, I died because I was at 80 HP, I got shrunk, I thought I was fine, and he one-shots me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happened in our race, too. That was a great time, getting destroyed by Biff. So I made sure I saved after Area 2, just in case.
And also, we pick up a key there. That's going to let us get back to Area 2 faster. It's actually a secret key. You technically do not need it to progress, but you need it to progress. It cuts down a lot of backtracking.
Lots of stuff we need in this room. Biff is like Lugs, optional portrait ghost. We're going to get this chest. We did not get Lugs chest yet. Look at that later. All the optional portrait ghosts drop silver diamonds, which is, hey, just more diamonds. We love diamonds. Gonna use the, listen for the sound here. Blink and you'll miss it. So we extinguished the door from downstairs, and we're going to go in that door and count again. Who's counting?
1.
1.
2.
2.
2.
3.
3.
3. It's not looking good.
4. What comes after 4?
5.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I got this one. 6.
6.
Shirley.
7.
So the ghosts are starting to spawn weirdly, which is why I'm doing this now, because we don't want to deal with this.
8.
We need this mouse. 9. 10.
10.
This is what happens. You get false hope with the first 2 mice.
11.
Nope.
12.
12.
He's not home.
Lucky number 13.
13.
They're not home.
14.
No.
Wow. 15.
19 is what I got in practice.
16.
This is kind of unbelievable.
17.
17.
18.
Oh no. 19?
19.
Yes, 19!
Can we get a $19 donation train for us to feel better? Thank you, chat.
$19 donation train. So
Exclamation mark
I'm not going to clear that room.
Oh, but you went through all that trouble and
Yeah,
you're not even going to clear
I
it?
can't clear it because they added elemental ghosts to that room. So I need fire to clear it, but since I have fire over here, I'm already like right next to Astral Hall. We're just gonna do this now, which is a routing, please, Luigi. Thank you. Routing divergence from NTSC. Normally we do Tea Room first, then we do Astral Hall last and go back downstairs. So now we're doing Astral Hall first. We're gonna end up at the completely opposite end of the hallway. This room, like storage room, really stinks because there is forced like RNG here because we cannot get the quad. Burn, burn, burn. Thank you. Where's the other guy? Perfect. Not out of the woods yet. This room is really hard. See if we can get this hard quad. Yeah, almost.
Oh,
Still a triple. So Spud was standing in the center of the room and spinning because that got all the ghosts to kind of spawn at the same time. Again, they like to spawn behind Luigi. So by spinning in place, everywhere is behind Luigi.
I don't know why there's skeletons in this room, by the way. They kind of just start throwing dudes all over the place in PAL. Like, it just kind of gets weird. They're only in the boneyard otherwise. Boo? No, boo. I hate this room.
boo
Yeah, go ahead.
is scarily fast. Blink and he's gone.
Yeah, very important that we drag it down right there. The lower a boo is to the ground, the less likely it is to double cackle, and the less likely it is for you to lose it. I'll be doing like kind of minor boo things like that to manipulate their position all the time, especially later game because they get so fast and so high HP. We really, really do not want to lose those boos.
It's been a little bit stressful, so we're gonna do some stargazing, kind of chill ourselves out. But there's this moon here, and Luigi's about to channel his inner Piccolo because we've got to destroy that moon.
And we got the money, good.
So these little boo meteors spawn, and we have to line up just right to get them to destroy the moon.
That was not just right.
We normally have a visual cue for this, but PAL is so dark that the visual cue is not really there.
Bullseye, boom.
No more Saiyans. And Luigi's actually canonically the first runner in the 70-star relay because that's his star right there.
That's right.
Woo! Check in Saturday for that.
Y'all gonna hear this sound a lot on Saturday. Can we get a clap for this, by the way? I feel like it deserves a clap. I don't have a lot of fire. I don't want to risk it.
Now, this is probably one of the biggest examples of a room that has changed. On NTSC, Tea Room is only 2 10 HP ghosts. That's it. This room is completely changed in comparison.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest rooms to do, I think. Like, technically, this is just, there's so much going on. And trying to get the mouse at the same time is just no way.
Speaking of the mouse, that $19 donation train is going so unbelievably strong. Y'all are fantastic. Like this $19 donation from The Door, who says, number, go, up. Thank you, The Door. Well, The Door has been very generous also to contribute towards our bonus Cuz run, which is already at 35% met. Luigi's Mansion fans and Nuclear Throne fans are shaking hands right now. So if you'd like to jump on that $19 train, please go ahead and allocate that towards the bonus Cuz run, ! Donate, or click that donate to charity button underneath your stream if you are watching on Twitch.
So a lot of things happened right there. I got my strat for Tea Room where I take intentional damage from the grabber to dodge the damage from the twirler. And then we got to set up the tech skip on this cloth right here. Oh, I almost messed that up bad. If I can catch the boo and pull that cloth off right after, then EGAD will just completely forget to call me and I can save time.
One of the few ways you can still interrupt that text in PAL since they did away with the mouse hole way to do it.
Did you get the cheese mouse?
Uh-oh. About that good tea room.
Do we need to visit the door again?
No, I think we might be going.
We may water a plant or two later.
That sounds
What?
good too.
Okay,
Oh my God.
he's probably, I guarantee he's at 0 in the next room that he went into. They can't escape at 0.
Never compliment the run. Okay. I'm hoping that it hides. I'm going to do this weirdly out of order because I don't want that boo to leave. I'm going to do Petunia first. This is a little weird. Normally we do Petunia after Nana.
Really funny property that's only on Petunia, because you have to use the ice to kind of get her heart to show. If she disappears, like you break off, you don't have to wait for her to go back in the tub. If you just spray ice in the space that she was, she's still there, she gets affected, and you can still suck her up and like finish before she respawns. Only Ghost that seems to have that behavior. I actually found that on 3DS first, and it worked in both versions.
Really cool strat in here that Kai pioneered. We're going to intentionally drop Nana for a very good reason. So we're going to get the big pearl by getting her below 10 HP. And then drop that. She'll respawn. She's fine. We're going to get this speedy at the same time. All the money is not where I want it to be, but we're going to try to drag this diamond over somewhere, please. Thank you. Nice.
Nice. Getting all those overlaps.
So basically the idea with that is that you're draining Nana's health as you're moving left to get the speedy, rather than just walking all the way left without doing it. And you can also get the chest cutscene skip, so doing that over just doing them one at a time saves like 6 or 7 seconds.
I heard the boo move while I was like working on catching that first one. I know there's 2 in here because one of them left. The tea room, so it's probably in this thing because I just checked that thing and now there's something else in it.
1.
You might save warp.
I'm thinking I want to keep the ice more because I want
That's
to
true,
do
too.
something really cool in the area in the hallway.
You're absolutely right.
So I'm going to scan this mirror instead of save warping. And we're going to head back up to that Area 1 hallway because we have the key from Nana's room now, which unlocks the one room we couldn't do in this hallway called the Twins room. This is the whole reason why we delayed our return up here. So we got some not too difficult boos, and we have ice this time. I did catch those boos in the other room with ice. Ice freezes them in place, so it's a good complement to our pumping because we can obviously already do that. But one thing that ice does is it allows you to freeze boos in place and walk away. You don't have to have the vacuum on them to keep them in place, which is very useful for our strat that happens after we clear this room. Before that, though, we have to clear it.
This Twins room is home to the greatest sound effect in the game, which we'll get to hear in a second after they spawn. We'll tell you when it's coming. All right, yeah, sound effect after we leave the room. Ready? All right, so the Twins want to play a game, but we don't really have time for that, so we're going to cheat. By blowing our elements at the boxes, the box that the Twins are in will shake, and that automatically lets us know that they're in there. Whether or not you find them without cheating, they still accuse you of cheating, so unfortunate. That always made me upset as a kid. I was like, I did not cheat.
Had to juke Henry there so that I could get the diamond out of that bunk bed. Oh, is this gonna happen again?
There's no way.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Let's go.
That happened. I can't say that's never happened before because it happened in practice like an hour ago, and I was like, that's never happened before, and then it just happened again.
So yeah, that's the twin double. So like, yes, that is faster, something you want to do, but it's a very difficult strat to go for, especially in 100%, because
I heard you like doubles.
I do like doubles.
And I like $19, so I've got $19 from RNG Mouse who says, can this green guy go away?
All right, boo double, ready? Look at that.
Woo!
That is not easy to do. The boos have to behave, and that's the one thing they don't do.
Now you'll notice that actually skipped EGAD calling us a second time. So.
Yeah, only one text. We get only one text here too if we can, or 0 text in here if we can catch this boo, and pull that cloth off like we wanted to do in the tea room. Oh come on! I opened it. Why did it not spawn?
Classic.
Shout outs to Zircon for that boo double idea, by the way.
Yeah, big shout outs to Zircon.
Zircon is like OG PAL runner.
How did that hit the mirror?
It's fine.
Zircon is also the undisputed best runner in 3DS. Came to the game relatively late and just absolutely demolished all competition in his path. What a legendary gamer. Okay, this is, to me, one of the most frustrating rooms in the entire mansion, the billiards room. And that's because of our boy Slim Bankshot, who's holding the cue. So Slim is going to break these 3 billiards balls out into like space in the room. And there's a couple different ways that they can break, but there are some really not good patterns. And we need them to break pretty cleanly because we have to use all 3 of them to suck him up. Because you have to hit him 3 times before you can do that. And these balls can disappear for so many different reasons. Easy
Good
though.
pattern. There's always a pattern that screws up the way that you do it. Like I like doing it topside, and there's some patterns like the one I got in practice that just completely obliterated my chances. And then like you did bottom side, and it's like something like that might screw you up. Oh, beer, come on. This boo's obviously very fast. Luckily not that high HP, so we can still back it up. Every time I like don't cleanly get the vacuum onto the boo, you hear a double cackle and it like makes a little extra noise. That's really bad for high HP boos. And the really, really fast ones, so like that one, for instance. This next boo in the room that we're about to clear is going to be a big example of when we don't want to hear double cackles, because it's the first one that we cannot one cycle. This is our, like, kind of like our pit stop for hearts here for a long time. So I'm doing really good on HP, but I am still really keen on having 70 HP.
I can't believe 48 is doing really good on HP.
That's PAL. So there's 6 guys in here. It's a little too time consuming to try to get the 6. Oh, hello, friend. So we're just gonna burn them all because it's just as fast and way safer. This is the last of Mario's items. If you're keeping track, we have the glove, the shoe, the letter, the star, and the hat. And now that we have all 5, we can take them and, you know, like summon Exodia or something. Really good boo behavior here. I just want to see it under 100.
I have a donation that's over 100 if you'd like to hear it.
Oh, please.
Fantastic. We've got a $110 dollar donation from Zudmud, who says, here's $19 for the 19 doors. Srud 91 het rough 91s. Oh, looks like I did the mirrored amount too. Let's get that nuclear throne and sent to bet and have a great week of speedrunning. Trans rights, less than 3.
All right, so now we're finally doing that backtracking to this room. A big part of our money is going to be what comes out of this plant in the, I believe it's the boneyard. When you water it in each area that you're able to, it drops a gold diamond, and there's only 2 of them in the game. We're going to be getting the second one as well, but this gold diamond is worth 20 million, so we just have to have it.
Yeah, and there's only 2 of them. And again, our money limit is 150 million. To be clear, nothing in this game comes close to the amount of money you get from gold and diamonds. The closest second amount is 2 million from regular diamonds. So yes, that's 2 million versus the next highest at 20 million. Cannot afford to miss those.
So this is why we are choosing to do this boot later is, another 150.
And this guy is probably going to leave because the table's in the way of where I want to be standing. So if I did this in area 2, yeah, it's gone. That's a dark hallway down there, and I can't catch boos in dark rooms. But you can catch them in lit rooms, including lit hallways. So this guy right in the vacuum now.
Even if you got him to 0 HP and tried to catch him in the hallway, the game wouldn't even let him enter your vacuums.
Sometimes Luigi, this is the worst text in the game. Thank you, EGAD.
So he's telling us about a guy called Van Gore who we're going to meet later. Yeah, the
so
name.
long.
So after you hit your 15th boo, there's a random chance for every boo afterwards that he decides to talk to you about random stuff, watering the plants. Van Gore, which is a ghost we'll get to later. Van Gore, on a normal language, would still cost you about 7 seconds, and it's random luck every time you suck up a boo. We've got a lot of tech smashing, like a minute and 30 seconds of tech
It's
smashing.
way
so
worse on German.
if you want to get some donations in, we could definitely do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. First of all, that $19 train still going incredibly strong. We've got $19 from a 20-something loser, aka Lee, who says, "Hi, Spud. I've learned so much from you by commentating over the years, but this run always throws in surprises. Please say hi to Bolivia for me. Chat, what's your favorite boo name?" Ooh. Exciting. We've also got some information in the form of $19 from the Sound Defense, who says, "Fun fact, there is a 0.36% chance of that mouse taking 19 attempts to spawn."
Guess we're just lucky.
About right.
Truly. And $19 from Anonymous, who just says, "Luigi's Mansion." You win the donation games. I didn't know how you did that, but you did. Thank you for that amazing donation towards Prevent Cancer Foundation. Anytime for more.
Riveting gameplay right here. You're fine. Please.
Fantastic. We've got $5 from Rainbow, who says, "Go, Spud, go! I'm so happy to see you on the big stage. You're crushing it, and we are all so, so proud of you. Praying Angie blesses the rest of the run." True.
There's another one. Oh, no.
Yeah, you could do one more, yeah.
I can always do more. We've got $25 from 8VA and Millie494, who says, "We are so proud of you, Spud. You've been a great part of our lives for the last year. Awesome job bringing the keys from your stream background."
Yeah, we have some beautiful 3D printed keys here if you want to talk about that for a second, Spud.
Yeah, so I oh my God, there's so much text. It's finally ending. My arms. So I wanted 3D printed keys for Luigi's Mansion, and they've been sold before, but they were tiny. I wanted big ones. And somebody finally listed them on Etsy. That big one, or the yellow one right there that we keep holding up all the time. But they didn't have the boss keys. Oh, this guy moved. So I was like, I love this key, but like, can you make all of them? And they're like, sure, if you buy them. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy them. And I think like many other people have bought them since. So I would encourage you, if you want some Luigi's Mansion memorabilia, please hit them up and tell them I sent you. I bet they'd love that. We are going all the way upstairs. Probably got another time for one more donation.
Fantastic. Again, that $19 train going extremely strong, so please keep at that. We've got $19 from Golden Mouse, who says, "Sorry, Luigi, I was watching AGDQ and forgot it was my cue to show up. Better late than never." Thanks.
We gotta love the cut-off Mario screams. He walks up to the door and he's just, "Ma!"
Oh, I didn't get lucky again. We're going to be making a trip to the Blackout later, I think. I think that's in our future. Because we're a little short on money.
Another room that changes quite a bit and is quite difficult in PAL.
This room is the devil. I hate this room. Let's get that first.
If we clap, if this room gets cleared really well, we need to clap, because this room is pretty hard.
This is one of the ones that like I came back to running it to practice for GDQ, and I needed to practice this room. It was actually, I died multiple times. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm still gonna be, yeah. We're just gonna keep burning these guys. Not ideal. I don't want to run into ice, please. Oh, that's really nice, actually. I'm fine. All right, this is the big one. So you think it's hard, and then 6 dudes.
That's kind of too many dudes.
Oh, we got 5 of them.
But we get
brains.
invincibility.
And we're safe.
Nice.
Nice.
Not dying is considered a win.
Yeah, you can go from like full HP to dead in that room so easily because it compounds. Like when you get hit, the ghosts despawn after they hit you because they're happy and they're successful. But the other ones don't, so they start spawning off cycle, and it's just like, it gets so bad. And if you run out of ice before the last wave, then you literally just can't clear the room anymore. You have to go back downstairs and get more ice because the dudes in the last wave require it. I think it's time for the best part of this run. This is the thing that I have been most excited to show off since submitting this. If you have not seen the PAL gimmick to Boolossus, you are in for a treat.
And we're not even going to say anything. You just kind of got to watch it happen for a second. But
oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, for those unfamiliar, we're about to fight 15 boos in the form of one giant boo. Go ahead.
I was so used to playing NTSC that when I first picked up the PAL version, like I knew everything was different, but I didn't know this about this fight, so I literally stopped my run because I thought something was wrong with the file. So...
I'm just... the anticipation. All right, ready? It's time for Luigi Hawk's Pro Skater.
Sick, dude.
Look at him go. He's riding the vacuum like it's got wheels, even though it doesn't.
Woo! Is this Luigi Kurt?
So this actually makes it really hard to get this because I can't control my angle nearly as well. That didn't sound very good. Oh, yeah. Oh, the wonderful Boolossus. Yeah, is a great example of how this fight is way harder on PAL. We have the worst part of Boolossus, which is medium-sized Boolossus, so the boos are going to be slow. So I'm honestly just going to have to hunt them down and spray and pray.
These boos are very, very frustrating as you keep getting more off of Boolossus. They want to approach you less and less, and you kind of have to keep surprising them. By the time you get down to like...
Wow.
Okay, never mind.
It's really good, actually.
What a recovery.
Getting them while they're medium is like impossible. That was actually really incredible.
Like that's more astounding to me than getting the one cycle. Like that was incredible. If somebody can mod the game to make Luigi ride the vacuum the whole time, I will pay you money for that. Please contact me. I want to play that. More unskippable cutscenes.
More donations. Okay, chat, you might not be ready for this, but I think I have to read it anyway. $25 from the Fool, who says, Luigi and Mariawi are the best brothers. Please keep those coming, thank you. Also, that's adding $6 towards that $19 train to get you entered into that Luigi's Mansion prize. Wonderful. I love to see it. We have a latecomer. We have $19 from Salmon, who says, I don't know why we're donating $19, and I'm afraid to ask now. Trans rights. Just hop on. And we've got $19 from Eudaimonistic, who says, Luigi is definitely the best boo. Nice. And $19 from Worm Munch, who says, Snart. That's trans rights backwards. Thank you, trans rights! I'm trying.
What was that, 79?
Can I get the breaker room speedy in area 4, or is it only after blackout that it goes away?
You can, yeah, he's there before blackout.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So if in lieu of getting the force spawn on the T room mouse, where we went in the out of the door 19 times, we can go down here instead. This takes about like 40 seconds to do. Oh, good, he's here, yeah.
That's some good extra money.
Yeah, this is our emergency fund. I kind of want to do blackout too. I don't know if I need it.
Well, remember, we dropped the kitchen one and
yeah, I need it. Yeah, I need it.
So.
The 630 bills is the main thing I'm looking at here for money pace because 630 is a pretty darn good number. We're gonna get extra from this plant as well. So we're gonna get a big injection of like money generally. We're honestly cruising back upstairs for so long. You can read more donations, please. So this is our golden diamond. We're going to, please, water the plant. Thank you.
If you don't get this before the blackout, the plant dies, and you can't get it.
You have to take care of your plants.
Yes, please take care of your plants.
Open that fridge earlier so we can just walk right up, just like we've been doing, get it, and leave.
So we are in area 4, which is the final area, but it's also the longest area by quite a margin, and that's partially because we have to walk to the extremes of the mansion. So that's attic to basement, basement to attic, attic back to basement. It's all over the place.
Yeah, if we have any shout outs or anything to read, great time to do that.
Me shoutouts. I love me shoutouts. All right, we've got $25 from Ian who says, loving this Luigi's Mansion run. Shout out to my partner and our dog who are on the couch with me watching for the 10th year in a row. Huge shout out for that. And you can count very high. Thank you for counting. We've also got $50 from Midnight Parade who says, hey y'all, my favorite boo is Luigi. Question, is that Luigi's future ghost or does he have no soul?
It might just be a boo that's also named Luigi.
Also, I think, again, y'all are going to have to take a deep breath. $19 from Xylo, who says, in the world of Yurigi, is the doomed Yuri Luigi X Buet? And is Buet a yandere or a tsundere? Perhaps both? These are the real questions brought forward by G2Q. Let's work for those incentives, and good luck to all the fantastic runners.
We're building up
We've
something
entered into lore.
later in the game that's going to fit really well with all this.
Ooh, I'm very excited.
So, all those rooms that we spent all this time lighting up, yeah, they lost the power. Unfortunately, they're all dark now, and that means that ghosts will now spawn a large amount in just about any room that we go into. Spud has actually changed her controls to sidestep here real quick, because sidestep lets you maintain Luigi's flashlight position even while moving. And that's very important to avoiding having a lot of ghosts spawn in the room by shining your flashlight in specific places. On the 3DS version, you can actually switch between standard and sidestep just by holding the B button. So you don't even have to pause and change your controls, which is a really cool change from the 3DS version. Looks like we're heading over to Chauncey's room because there is a special speedy spirit that is only here during the blackout.
I'm sure everyone's had their fill of exploring the mansion during the blackout and dying. I know I sure did. Fun little fact while we're here, some of the rooms that you can't access yet actually have blackout waves built into them, but you never see them because the rooms are still locked.
And the blackout is actually unchanged for PAL. It's the same spawns in Normal Mansion and Hidden Mansion, which is strange. I don't know why they did that. But that's one of like the few PAL exclusive excursions we can do, because that speedy drops a diamond, and it doesn't drop anything really of value in Normal Mansion or other versions. So like that backup money is really a PAL exclusive thing.
All right, we've got a speedrunner's worst friend, Uncle Grimly here. So he could have shown his heart at any, there we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just stands there for like 25 minutes and just looks at you and nothing ever happens.
I think the world record for waiting on him the longest is something close to 50 seconds.
It's up there, yeah.
He just stood there and didn't show his heart. And it checks it like every quarter of a second, I think. So it's just so unlucky.
Literally every time you see him not showing his heart is another time he could have shown his heart. And if you get it instantly, we call that Instagrim.
Shoutouts to Minnie, who couldn't be on the couch for this, but has video evidence of like a 40+ second Grimly.
Would you say that Minnie is here in spirit?
Let there be light.
All right, so this is one of the few differences, like Hidden Room, where it's actually easier. On NTSC, this boo has 200 HP. You can one-cycle him, but it's extremely hard. On PAL, he has 100. So one of the few boos that's just easier. He is fast, though, so you still can't let your guard down.
Nope, not too bad. And on those really tricky boos like that one, when I have HP to spare, like 100 HP is less than 150, I have basically R pumps to spare, so I can R pump without perfect precision and just guarantee that the boo doesn't get a chance to move. Because if you try to nail every 10 HP R pump, then the boo will like sometimes get a smidge of time to move, and that'll decenter it from the vacuum. This room is really flashy. I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. Oh, frick. Come on. There we go.
There we go.
We still got it.
It's like it wasn't the end of the world.
Easy.
I think Pablo came up with that strat. It's beautiful. It makes that room so much nicer. Trying to do anything else in that room is just, it's so hard. And that's the kind of the theme of PAL, is there's a lot of different ways you can optimize a room. Like, we'll get the pipe room later, and I labbed no less than 4 or 5 strats on my own for that. And we settled on, the tried and true one because it's just more consistent and not nearly as bad to like do fast. But there's so many different ways that you can do the PAL rooms, and that because there's so much stuff happening, like in NTSC, there's way less ghosts to worry about, and it really limits what your strats can be. We're going right back up the stairs exactly to where we came from, so please, more stuff, Satan.
Oh yeah, we've got $100 from Mishnu, who says, I am so happy to be able to see us come together to truly make a difference. This is amazing, Spud is amazing, the live audience is amazing. Yes, thank you. As I lay here in bed watching with my beautiful partner Amy, hoping I can stay awake for Nuclear Throne tonight, I am just so happy to be having a GDQ week back in my life again. Less than 3 to all of you. Thank you so much. And to switch up the vibe, we've got $25 from Luigi, who says, I too am Yuri.
This room requires ice. It's not a coincidence that we got ice earlier. I'm gonna try to open this chest and then do a fancy movement. Oh, I didn't quite get it. Burn those guys. That's pretty good. Burn all these guys. I don't know why there's bowling ghosts in here. Oh, so close. A little too long. Where are you at?
Some of these rooms are just so complicated, and every time they drag you in a different direction. So you almost have to have 5 or 6 different setups ready on the back of your head so that you can immediately be ready to back it up on the fly.
Yeah, we said it before with booze, but in general, one of the biggest skills in this game is just reacting, because this game can be so random.
And 100% is the worst about that. I think it's actually the greatest thing about 100% is how much the randomness pervades it. We're gonna try Soldier Double here. I'll try to get back on my thought later. This is hard.
This is a tough strat.
Now, recently, with the help of, I believe it was Red, Pablo, and Joven, they were able to lab out a way to consistently, or somewhat consistently, RTA viably, get all 3 of these soldiers stuck in the elevator, and it's just a free suck up. They just get stuck in the elevator, and you have the freest HP drain of your life. It's really cool, but it's so precise. Like, you gotta line yourself up pixel perfectly type of setups.
And because there are like 3 portrait ghosts here, it's kind of a weird property that also applies to the twins from earlier, but I don't know how that didn't hit us. But like when you have multiple portrait ghosts in a room like that, one of them is designated as the pearl dropper. In that case, it's the blue soldier. So if you're not doing the double, you leave him for last. So that way you don't have to worry about missing any pearls due to his compatriots.
Huge room right here.
This
is so impressive.
One of the hardest rooms.
Need that fire. Catch these guys. Scare skip. Spin. Burn, 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 burn everybody. Okay, we gotta take a second round. It's fine. 5 piece. Scare skip. Spin. Burn. Burn. Quad. And then burn into catch. No, come on. There we go. Great rooftop.
That was ideal. That
Very
was
nice.
Very hard.
Another funny divergence is that on the 3DS version, Luigi turns very quickly when you're holding.
Sorry, but I thought we blew up the moon.
Oh my God!
How did it get
what is it
there?
doing there?
There's a second. Yes, we got the stumble skip too.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying on the 3DS version, a funny difference in the rooftop is that instead of like when the enemies surround you, you can actually just spin in place. He spins so fast in the 3DS version, it's like a fire vortex. You don't even have to catch them.
Speaking of spinning, I kind of have something for that. $19 from Morgan LaFay, who says, skating around, would you say it's Yurigi on ice?
We are going to have that later.
Whew, so much foreshadowing.
It's like y'all have seen this game before.
Maybe.
This is a really cute room. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not even going to mess around with that mushroom. There we go. I'm just going to get the money anyway. Or we're not. We're gonna spawn that guy? No? Okay. Bombs are huge, please. Okay. So yeah, the blue spawns, the money doesn't come out. We have to check it all later. Oh my goodness, this room. It was finally over here.
That's one fun part about this game too, is that you finally track down the boo, and then he switches as you knock on the furniture. Then you have to hunt him down for the rest of the room.
There we go. So this one charges. Hopefully we can find it. Come on. There we go.
It's not a Luigi's Mansion run if the boo doesn't switch on you last moment at least once.
What I was saying earlier about 100% is like, I think one of the coolest things about 100% is that you have this like push and pull of I need enough money, but I don't want too much money. Because if you get too much money, then you're wasting time. Stay over there. Okay, we're fine. No, it's not. How did that clear the armors? It shouldn't be able to clear the armors.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, so like I'm constantly looking for enough money, and I'm also trying to back up money, and like money is RNG, so it's always different. Like you can't follow the same route in any sense of the word, like in 100%. It's so reactive, it's so dynamic, and everybody has different money spots on top of like there being randomness, so like everybody just goes for different things too, and you have your own personal route.
You do have to have a buffer. I don't know if it was completely said, but most of the furniture, whether the money pops out or not, is a 50-50 chance. So sometimes you just have 60 less bills leaving Area 1 because sucks.
Yeah, so we're now in the pottery studio. We're playing a quick game with this head in a jar ghost called Jarvis. We need to get 7 him to move forward.
No, he calls Luigi Boyo, which means that he is like my best friend in this run.
He also has such a weird suck up because of the way that he moves.
You just have to wait for him to get his life together, and then you can like go full send on the suck up.
Mood.
So I don't know if we've explained how we actually suck up ghosts in this game. Can somebody explain what the tapping like stuff that I'm doing here is?
You got this.
Yeah, so when we're vacuuming up a ghost, the game only gives you the fast drain speed for 10 HP. So what you have to do while you're vacuuming up the ghost to make it optimal is every 10 HP, you have to reset the stick to neutral for as little frames as possible and then pull again. So the entire time, you're constantly like pulling your control stick like this with the thumb. It can get pretty tiring. But every ghost, every suck up, you have to pull back and forth with the control stick, reset to neutral every 10 HP.
Boomerang, we meet again. I don't know if that's his name in German. Again, we never play in German, but this dude is ubiquitously named Boomerang in like basically every version, and it's in NTSC and PAL, not one cyclable. Thank you. As long as they go up, it's fine. We have a very loud noise coming up. If you're a sicko, you can turn your volume up if you really want to clean your ears, but I would advise most people to turn the volume way down because this game was built before they understood how to compress audio when too many things play at once. So we have 8 ghosts spawning at once in the next room, and that is very, very loud because it just kind of layers until it peaks the volume entirely.
Invisible couch shout out. So there is an invisible couch there, and you can actually grab it, and that's what we saw there.
Mouse,
We're actually on the
mouse.
visible version of it.
Mouse would fix everything. Give me the mouse. Come on. It's a marathon. Please.
Mouse?
No mouse.
No mouse.
All right, loud noise in just a few seconds.
First we get the speedy, and you back up money, and then that top chest up there is the one that spawns all the dudes.
Yeah, and as soon as we open this next chest, that's the volume warning, so it's about to happen. Oh, not this one, sorry.
Yeah, the top one.
This one. I heard it in my headphones, it crunched.
Yeah, it was so crunchy. Yeah, so you can only get a maximum of 6 ghosts on your vacuum stream at once, and they spawned 8 on us. So there's just no way to get a setup.
Also, a little bit of tech that we might not have mentioned is that elements do 5 damage to a ghost in like a quick like countdown. So you hit a ghost with an element, it loses 5 health for a second. You hit them again, they lose 5 more. So it makes it really easy to do other stuff while the ghosts are dying when you use elements on them. So in that point, Spud was using that to like check the chandeliers. Because of course there's money in the chandelier.
Mm-hmm. It's random too. Sealed room is one of the hardest rooms to get back to, and we have a category called max %, which gets literally everything. So if you lose a coin, you have to reset to a previous save until you have literally everything in the game. And sealed room is the bane of max % because it takes so long to get back there.
I think it's about 2 minutes every time. So we're getting this boo later because we need to go right anyway after this point. And spawning the boo before is kind of risky because just that for middle shelf alone, there's 4 different objects, and poison shrooms are just bound to spawn. And with a 150 HP boo, it's not worth the risk right away when we could just at least send him right here if we do fail a 1 cycle.
Dude, oh my God, they're so long.
That was insanely long.
Pipe room is one of those rooms I told you that I labbed so many strats for. I have ice, but my strat relies on me catching this and turning. Why is that guy already there? That was really weird. Your HP will evaporate in this room if you're not careful. I'm just gonna be burn, please. Thank you. So there's so many ways you can do this. You can get a triple. You can get the 2, and there's so many ways you can set up the triple. Oh, I'm running out of ice. Careful. But all of them are not really that good of an idea because you have to spin this wheel to get to the chest anyway. And Luigi can do this in the dark. So the fact that you burn the ghost down and the room lights up slowly because of that doesn't matter. Because you're gonna have to do this anyway. And all the strats kind of break even with this easy strat where you don't lose a million HP. I only lost 30, which is really good because cold storage is coming up. Luigi on ice is coming up. And that room does massive damage.
Now, we are gonna be getting this boo, 300 HP. Now, luckily he moves slow enough to where we are actually just gonna attempt to bounce him back and forth between the 2 walls. And that actually gives us enough cackles to be able to 1-cycle him if it goes well. He chose to leave. Sometimes he just doesn't listen to you. Actually, I lied. He never listens to you. It doesn't matter what you do.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. I got bonked, and the bonk kind of threw everything off. I had a really good start. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a bounce here. Go that way. Thank you. I usually like to double tap the R pumps, but I was feeling extra confident. So
What?
It's fine.
Okay, we got it.
Everything's fine. Everything.
Intended.
Those 2 bonks did put me in the danger zone of HP. I think they do 50. Do they 50 or 40?
I think it's 40.
Okay, that's
Okay, yeah, so in the Luigi on ice room, these, there's a word, icicles, do a lot of damage if we get hit. And this guy drags us all around the ice. His name is Weston.
It's basically the same as Biff. It has the same danger as Biff's room.
He's just all up
Wow. Easy.
Easy.
I have an addition to the lore, $19 from Osmorn, who says, I think it's actually Luigi and Yowio.
All right, so between all categories, all versions, this is the hardest boo right here. And, yep.
It's fine. Please, mushroom. Thank you. I have not been shroomed yet, and I'm really, really scared that it's going to happen at some point.
He has 300 HP, and he's that fast.
And we're on ice.
It's a good run if you 3-cycle this boo. It's about 1 in 50 in practice that you get the 2-cycle.
I've never gotten it. I got this boo down to 0 and it left the room. I would have been, I think, the second person to ever do this in a run. Kai is the only one, I think, to ever get this RTA.
And that only happened once, too, so.
Don't kill me. Okay, I can save warp out of here. The scary part is over. I am 30 HP. I'm gonna check for a heart in There we go. I'm gonna check for the slow fade out as well because we went to sealed room. I don't know why that happens, but if you visit sealed room, it takes forever to reset. This heart can bless you with a big heart sometimes. Oh.
Nice.
That's so lucky.
That's so lucky. It never happens. I
It
can't
might
believe
be
it happened.
because of this $10 from Nidus, who says, take this. It's a discount on cold storage booze HP. Close enough.
Thank you, Nidus. You can keep rolling them for a little bit.
Oh, I will. I've got $20 from Ancient, who says, "Hey, Spud, keep rocking it. Love to you and the rest of the gang. Go get him, kiddo." And we've got $15 from Carrarium, who says, "Hi, Spud. I am so unbelievably proud to see you on the big stage and so excited for the world to see how wonderfully talented you are. I knew from the moment I saw your first frame fatale submission that you were meant for moments like these. I'm so blessed to have you in my circle of friends and hope you and your family have a fantastic week here at AGDQ 2026. Show that mansion who's boss. Trans rights."
Trans rights. So this is one of my favorite rooms in the game from like a technical perspective of how it changed in PAL. Very, very subtle change. I think we got them all. Normally you light the candles in this room, you clear some ghosts, and then you get some ghosts in the next wave that spawn vulnerable to water. So you have a little downtime in between the waves to get the water. In this, they merge them all into one. So you have to get the fire to light the candles, spawn everything, and then mid-wave you have to go get the water. And it's really awkward to do and really hard to do fast. But that's tiny little change of putting the elemental ghosts in wave 1 is just so cool.
So here we've got Sue P. This is going to be our second to last major portrait ghost of the run. And this is a bit finicky because she's got these clown dolls in the room that are going to try to attack us while we suck her up. And she's a bit difficult. She pulls in weird directions, so you have to worry about the clown dolls, but it's easy.
It's easy until it's not.
Oh, and the room's normal.
All right, so we were mentioning Boo Yuri earlier. There is a debate. Maybe not like the biggest debate, but there's a debate on who is best girl. We have Boolivia, and then we have in the other room, Boonita. Both of them have a crush on Luigi. Maybe they even have a crush on each other. I don't know. I haven't asked them. But in the localized versions of Luigi's Mansion, this is still Boonita. I'm actually curious what the other one is, because in French, it is not Boonita. They change Boonita, no, it's Boolivia. They changed Boolivia's name to Booger. And she got done so dirty. Nothing in the table. It's in the chair. Okay, this weird room. Okay, we have Boolivia and Boonita in German. German is the best language for sure. You can get a boot double with these two as well. It's more common to do on NTSC because they're way lower HP. This one has to be 2-cycled, so it's actually a good idea to do this boot double, but it's really hard because you have to have a really good first cycle on this one to have enough HP to do it. And trying to set up the boot double like 70 plus HP is just like, because they wiggle around. That's why I made the other one happen when they were like at 15 HP. It's way more easy to manage.
Even like 40 HP becomes a little scary.
We have great HP like going into this. The money is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine.
I think we can squeeze out a donation real quick during this cutscene.
Absolutely. We've got $190 from OMG Floofy, who says $19 times 10. Cancer devastated my holiday this year. I want to give love to cancer research and treatment so that I can make sure others will not have this kind of pain as well. Shout out to PCF. Thank you so much for your generous donation.
So Vangor in base game sends waves of 3 ghosts at you. This is PAL. PAL is harder. We have 5. Really scary when you come into this room with like literally 2 HP like I did not too long ago. But then you heal right back up.
A lot of these 5 pieces are, like, if you just take them slow, most of the time you can get them. The one hard one is going to be these banana ghosts coming up, these garbage ghosts. They have such fat, like, hitboxes that they kind of push each other out. So you have to go for this really wide flashlight sweep almost. You almost really have to think that you're sweeping across the wall when you go to flash them to get the 5-piece.
Again, these grabbers are awkward, and especially when there's 5 of them, please join the club. What are you doing over there?
He thinks he's special.
Burning them is just a good idea.
Luckily, the Shy Guys really aren't too bad to tackle. Out of all the ghosts in the mansion, they're probably some of the easiest to deal with, especially because like freezing them in place with any fire or anything makes it super simple to grab their mask. We don't even need to worry about that.
Yeah, Shy Guy's clump the best of all the ghosts.
Moment of truth.
Oh.
Oh, that's so close.
Nice. No, that banana. Okay, we're fine. You might have noticed that garbage can ghosts have no hitbox. Like, they don't hurt Luigi when you bump them, unlike every other ghost in the game. We've been using it to set up doubles and stuff. But in that instance, it actually hurts us because if you try to cram Luigi like right up next to them, then he will just push them out of the way. Van Gore is a pushover. He's just going to give us our last large pearl. We got them all 19. And we have our one last boo. We get to do a save quit, hopefully, because this last boo is going to spawn our gold diamond, and normally eGuide calls you before you can pick it up. But with some fancy movement, we can get Luigi to catch the diamond, similarly to how we did the fire medallion.
There's also only like 2 objects in this room that the boos actually spawn in. It's one of the easiest rooms to find them.
What we're about to do is a little risky because the diamond's gonna spawn here. The gold diamond, the last one that's worth 20 million. Let's see if we...
I think it's far away.
It is.
At least it didn't clip out of bounds.
If you're up against a wall or an object and you tilt the vacuum up as the gem's gonna spawn, you can make it spawn on top of you, and you can save warp with it like you would with the fire medallion, but it's not that much slower to just do this mirror.
It's really cool to do, though. If Luigi had crammed himself a little further, I'm going to talk to Toad for a safety save here. But if Luigi had like gotten all the way against the wall, it probably would have been a little bit better. He got stuck on that the chairs.
If you're not careful, the reason why it's risky is if you tilt your vacuum too much, the gold diamond can fall all the way to the basement in an out-of-bounds void. So, yeah, that's not too good.
So we are on the final trek to King Boo. You can probably get one donation while we're on the path.
Absolutely. We've got $50 from Zachary20XX who says, Spud, I had to commit to the bit of sending just Luigi, but I felt compelled to send a real message too. You're absolutely crushing it as always, piloting the silly green man around the mansion. Seeing you do Hondo on the big stage is incredible, and I feel honored to know you. Less than 3.
So every ghost has every area boss has a gimmick in PAL. Chauncey had the horses and the fast bouncing and all that. Bogmire had the really short respawn timer that we thankfully didn't have to see. Boolossus was absolutely off the wall. King Boo is nasty. It's awful. It's the worst boss fight. I hate what they did to this. It makes it so much harder for no enjoyable reason, and it's right at the end of the run.
So King Boo has a variety of strats that speedrunners can do. Spud is going to be going for optimally a 2-cycle, but could turn into a 3-cycle under some bad conditions, but I don't think that'll happen. There is also a 1-cycle, which we will not be going for because PAL makes it much worse.
It's so scary. We can take 50 damage in one attack in this fight. You just die so fast.
And if you've never played this game before, I must spoil again that they not only have Mario. Apparently Bowser was also there the entire time, because there he is.
So why does this fight suck so much, Kai?
So, well, one, we're already taking double damage. And if you understand how this fight works, you have to shoot the spike balls at Bowser's head when he puts his head down to either throw fire at you or to use his vacuum mechanic that he got from Bowser's Inside Story. Well, for whatever reason, after the first cycle on this version, they don't give you enough time to let him do that. The spike balls will just explode in your face long before Bowser tilts his head down. So the only way we can guarantee getting a 2-cycle is by doing these insta shots, and they're pretty hard to learn. You can get them down, but they are still difficult, especially, it's one of those things where it's easy in practice, but doing it on pace at the end of a run, it becomes stressful.
Yeah, the stressful is the word for this boss.
So that right there was a good insta shot.
We need to get his health down to around 250 here in order for the 2-cycle to be successful.
So the way those insta shots work is you get your vacuum on the spike ball, and you have, I think it's only, I don't think it's frame perfect, but you've got a few frames to do an R pump. And the spike ball gets shot at the angle your vacuum was aimed at, because the game tries to force you to look down so you can't do that.
Time is going to be coming up when we suck up King Boo and grab his crown.
Right as he pops into the vacuum here.
And time.
GG!
Yeah.
But that is not GG. We only have one G. We have found King Boo, but we have to count the money.
Ooh.
Do we have 150 million Gs?
Tune in to find out.
Satan, please.
We do have some money, that's for sure. Like $25 from Professor Birch, who says, "Hi, Spud. Much love and you're crushing this. But do you or do you not feel bonita?" And we also have another lovely donation, $25 from Ancient, who says, "Hey, Spud. I wish I had something witty to say here, but I'm just thankful for what you do. As you know, my wife was diagnosed with cancer 6 months ago and has been in and out of the hospital with complications in that time. However, her GA-AL surgery was at the start of December, and we are now able to start getting our life back on track. During that time, you have been there with Luigi to keep me sane while sitting in those uncomfortable hospital room chairs. Cancer sucks, and with your help, we kicked its ass. Love you, kiddo. Love to Wicked and the rest of our extended family." Thank you so much.
Love you, Ancient.
Also got some love for your skills, $100 from Your Big Toe, who said, "I always had such a hard time on Bulossus, and you make it look so easy scooting around on the vacuum. This run is amazing. Fantastic job." I agree. It's really been incredibly impressive. And finally, another $19 donation, because that donation train still going. Wow. $19 from Polly, who says, "Trans rights, epsilon, greater than." Fantastic. Talking about math.
Got like one more.
Okay. We got $19 from Wairigi, who says, "Wah! Don't forget about me." True.
All right, time to count up that money. Let's see if this is a true hundo.
We went so far in the blackout to get the extra money. I worked so hard to get extra bills. Oh. I think I have it. Please not miss it by a coin.
I'm so
24
nervous.
diamonds is good. We got so many large pearls and mediums. I think we're fine.
True hundo!
Woo!
Absolutely beautiful.
We've done it.
Yeah. Do y'all have any shout outs? Thank you so much.
You first.
I mean, a lot of people. I mean, so many people have tried to optimize PAL, including Spud. Red has helped, Joven has helped, and Pablo has helped.
Yeah, I want to shout out the Luigi's Mansion community for being very friendly and supporting me when I was like one of the only people playing the 3DS version. And I want to give a massive shout out to Saria, who raced that version with me, did so much labbing, and is absolutely responsible for how good that run is now. So I just do want to shout out Saria, who's done a ton for me in LM.
Yeah, Kai in particular has been like a revolutionary force for PAL. Like this run has changed so much because of him. And like you've inspired me to get so much better at the game, and like the amount of positive like changes you've made to this run in general is just unreal. Like both of y'all deserve to be in this same chair very soon. I'm so excited to see y'all do it. Thanks to the broader LM community, you shouted out a lot of them. Pablo especially is just like the poster child for PAL. I love Pablo so much. Shout outs to the Binary Breakers and the Lady Arcaders, and especially the Frame Fatales, who I believe are having a pajama party somewhere back there. Y'all gave me my first opportunity 3 years ago in Frost Fatales 2023, and I would not be here without that, and it warms my heart to see so many of you here today too. Shout outs to my wife, who is just a superhero throughout all this as well. I love you endlessly. For everybody watching, I just want to encourage y'all to be passionate about yourselves. Be your own biggest fan, even when you don't think you deserve it. You are the only one who gets to live your life, so you owe it to yourself to become the person that you want to be. Chase your dreams, find your people. Who knows where you'll end up? But no matter where you land, I know that you will be loved by those who matter. That's all I've got.